Good afternoon. My name is Patricia Racette, and I'm the Artistic Director of the Young Artist Programs for Opera Theater of St. Louis. And today I have the distinct pleasure of introducing and teaching the first of this spring's series of John D. and Sally S. Levy masterclasses. This series was created in memory of one of our dearest founding board members, John D. Levy, and its purpose is to sustain opera theater's commitment to young artists by offering them chances to work with a broad array of teaching artists. Despite the challenges of this last year that we've all endured, our Gerdine Young Artist Program is growing and expanding to cover more ground than ever before, from added artistic and dramatic training in the pre-season months to seminars and business and career management and audition workshops, etc. And we're very excited. We are in full swing of that right now, in fact. However, few things are more exciting than getting to work with the very best voices of the next generation, and I'm excited for you all to hear our three artists. So first up is Lindsey Reynolds. Lindsey, take it away. Audition workshops, etc. We're very excited. We are in full swing of that right now, in fact. However, few things are more exciting than getting to work with the very best voices of the next generation, and I'm excited for you all to hear our three artists. So first up is Lindsey Reynolds. Lindsey, take it away.
Hi, my name is Lindsey Reynolds. I will be singing Caro Nome from Rigoletto, composed by Verdi.
However, few things are more exciting than getting to work. You all to hear our three artists. So first up is Lindsey Reynolds. Lindsey, take it away.
Hi, my name is Lindsey Reynolds. Okay, so let's start. I just heard a little bit of an echo, so.
Lovely, 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 Lindsey, wonderful. So it's worth saying in this time of virtual live performance experiences, especially in a piece like this, where you don't have the benefit of having the accompanist hear you when you're going to go, and you handle that magnificently. But so you have to sit there, and the dangers with that can be that you stack your breath and you hold, and you're like, wait, so and it's completely understandable and utterly forgivable. So what I'd say to you is, as we work and do a few things on this, just keep going with what you're singing. And if the accompaniment is not, just hold the note a little longer or make it a little shorter, and just and work with it that way. That happens on live performance anyway. If your colleague comes in wrong, you have to hold the note a little longer. It's all these sort of things you have to juggle. So why not add this to the mix, right? Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So, you know, I want to hear a little more. I want you to hear a little more, see a little more atmosphere around it. When you get, because what's her state at this moment? It's like, isn't it?
Yeah, it's her heart beating.
Yeah, it's her heart beating out of her chest. You're like, so there's a breathlessness that's in this. I don't mean breath equality. I mean a breathlessness in terms of your interpretive emotional stance. So like, qualtier mal de nome di lui. I mean, that is like just such a delicious, you just can, it's the yummiest truffle chocolate you've ever had. It's something that you just have to savor it and everywhere. So the way those consonants and those vowels flow out of your mechanism in your mouth have to just expose that. Nome di lui si amato, ti scolpi. I love that. Ti scolpi, engraved in my heart, right? And the rhythm is very, ti scolpisci nel cuore innamorato. It's just, you have to usher us into that feeling you're feeling. And you are doing that, but go for it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. By the way, I've had the pleasure of working with all of today's singers already several times, and it's just been wonderful building this sort of musical artistic relationship with them, and we'll just continue on. Anyway. All right, you want to try it again?
Yes.
Big echo.
Someone has YouTube on or something.
I'm going to ask you something beautiful, beautiful. So when you're doing qual ti amarle, nome di lui si amato, ti scolpisci nel cuore innamorato. When you begin Gualtier Malde, that's you. That's you. So when I don't want to see you suddenly bring that universe to us. Just one. Gualtier, it's almost inutterable. So suspend us over those 2 bars of intro. Do you know what I mean with your intention? Just a cappella. Try it real quick. You see what I mean? It also invigorates your breath and your intention with more stuff. We can continue on. I just wanted to throw that in there. So I'm going to say in this next section, you sing it beautifully. You sing it accurately. All appreciated and necessary, but it has to have the feeling behind it. It has to have this breath. Why isn't it why isn't it written like that? This is where I say be greedy. Take every interpretive opportunity to make sense of what the music is written in front of you. Yeah?
Sorry, I can't understand you very well because I hear a
Is there a delay? I hear
second lag.
Okay.
So I've been
I'm gonna
between those two.
Yes. Is this any better?
Right now I hear you singing
I know.
and so I'm like trying to listen to both.
Okay. Bear with me for 1 second. We're going to make sure all is in order. Everyone bear. Talk among yourselves. Let me give you a subject, world peace. All right. I love technical things. How about all of you? So I hear the delay you're speaking about. Audio, echo cancellation is checked. Okay. Am I still talking, Lindsay, on your end?
Yes, I can hear you talk. It says, give you a world subject, world peace. So.
Okay. Having issues. Sorry, everyone. Let's just. Yeah. So there's a big delay coming to you. You have the YouTube link open. I don't think so. Where's the YouTube link? Sorry, everyone. Let me just
Get rid of it.
I think it may be better now.
Okay, how's that?
I think it's gone now.
All right, so if I'm going to ask you a question. Is it gone?
No.
Oh, I hear it. You just asked about the YouTube.
Oh boy, that's a big delay. Lindsay, we're doing everything we can. We can't hear the issue you're talking about. I'm so sorry. All right. Let's persist and I'll talk less. I want you to sing that first phrase. And as soon as you're ready, when I've shut up on your end, you can sing the phrase.
Or do you want to postpone and do the next singer and come back to Lindsay?
Or should we postpone, do the next singer and come back to you? Shall we try that? I don't know if, I believe Skyler is next. I don't know if that's an issue. You know, technical problems don't just happen virtually. They happen also live stage. I remember doing Yenufa in 2000 at Chicago Lyric, and the roof was supposed to fly out, and it didn't. And that was all my staging was on the roof. So these things happen. Okay. Skyler, are you okay with coming on? All right, Lindsay, hang in there. We'll go back to you later with the work. So chill out. And Skyler, hopefully we won't have the same problem. Hi, Skyler.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. How can you hear me right now?
Yes, I hear you, and so far there is no echo.
Okay.
So
It's not just an echo. It's like
30-second.
30-second delay, so it means
Yeah.
twice of my comments. No one needs that. So introduce yourself, your piece, present it, and we'll work from there.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Schyler Vargas. I'm here in the beautiful Denver, Colorado, and I will be singing "Hai già vinta la causa," which I feel like even Lindsey Reynolds could sing this from memory. So here we go. Hai già vinta la causa, cosa sento? In qual laccio io cadea? Perfidi, io voglio di tal modo punirvi. A piacer mio la sentenza sarà. Ma se pagasse la vecchia pretendente, pagarla in qual maniera? E poi ve Antonio, che all'incognito Figaro ricusa di dare una nipote in matrimonio. Coltivando l'orgoglio di questo mentecatto, tutto giovan raggiro, il colpo è fatto. Vedrò mentr'io sospiro, felice un servo mio. Ben che in van desio lei posseder dovrà, vedrò per man d'amore unito un figlio getto, chi in me destò un affetto che per me poi non ha, che per me poi non ha. Vedrò mentre io sospiro, felice un servo mio. Vedrò che un ben ch'io desio ei posseder dovrà. Vedrò per man d'amore unito un figlio getto, chi in me destò un affetto che per me poi non ha, che per me poi non ha. Vedrò, 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 vedrò. Ah no, lasciarti in pace, non vo questo contento. Tu non agesti audace, tu non agesti audace per dare a me tormento e forse ancor per ridere di mia infelicità. Già la speranza sola delle vendette mie quest'anima consola e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa. Ah, che lasciarti in pace non vo questo contento. Tu non nascesti audace per dare a me tormento e forse ancor per ridere di mia infelicità. Già la speranza sola delle vendette mie quest'anima consola e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa e jubilar mi fa e jubilar mi fa e jubilar mi fa.
Lovely. That's great. Oh, another selection. Yes, excellent. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So what I love about this piece is the just unbridled indignance of the Count at this moment, right? And you're really the bad boy, let's face it, but the unbridled indignance. And what the danger vocally to my ear is to not get too bangy, barky, right? So take those opportunities of legato and take those up. And then when you do decide to punctuate something vocally or linguistically, then it'll sort of differ from the other stuff. So hai già vinta la causa. That's you've just overheard Susanna said it, right? Yeah. Hai già vinta la causa. You're repeating. So I needed to feel like her words in your head, in your, you know what I mean? Like a quote. Right. It felt like very much coming from you. Instead of, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Don't they know how important I think I am? You know, things like that.
Yeah.
Cosa sento. So I want to begin that, and with that in mind, and the thing is with some of these pieces with repetition and whatnot, differentiating for interpretive reasons, each phrase is welcoming to the ear of those that listen, because it gives us a reason to not go into sort of, oh, here comes that phrase again, here comes that tune again. It colors, it keeps us wondering what's going on with this guy, right? Yeah. And you're hearing me immediately, aren't you? You're not hearing any echo.
We're good so far.
All right, excellent. All right, so let's just begin it again.
Okay. Hai già vinta la causa, cosa sento, in qual laccio io cadea. Perfidi, io voglio di tal modo punirvi.
Okay, can you stop right there real quick? Wonderful. So I'm going to be, it's so very, very, very good, Skyler. I want to just give you just a few morsels to chew on, okay? Yeah. So like, hai già vinta. Be like almost exaggerating what you heard.
Yeah.
Hai già vinta la causa.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, so be really, really generous technically, pragmatically with those vowels. Be generous, but so that'll help create that code. Cosa sento in qual laccio io cadea. Perfidi, good. Io voglio, I need to sense that ellipsis. Where's that going? It seems settled. Io voglio, boom. No, it's io voglio, ... right? Io voglio what? Io voglio, and then you finish your thought.
Yeah.
It needs to be like, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's worth doing again, and with that in mind, we'll persist. And you have a lot of, you have a lot of ellipses and all that. That's what's fun about this piece. Okay.
Hai già vinta la causa, cosa sento, in qual laccio io cadea. Perfidi, io voglio di tal modo punirvi. A piacer mio la sentenza sarà.
Just stop right there, Skyler, right there. A piacer mio, you have an opportunity there to change colors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To change the a piacer mio, what is it? La sentenza sarà. A piacer mio la sentenza. There's seething in this as well. He's
Yeah.
openly blustering. You have a moment. Ai giovinte. Like it sort of vacillates between putting that lid on that anger and how dare you? Don't you know who I am? To and so that's the beauty and the complexity of this piece. Can we just take that just a cappella? A piacer mio.
A piacer mio la sentenza sarà.
Now, just for fun and kicks and giggles, sing it softer, with the same sort of seething tension.
A piacer mio la sentenza sarà.
That's more interesting to my ear. That's more because it's different. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's the danger of every single performing artist that we because. I always say this, virtuosic endeavor, there's a lot of things to think of and to consider. But the fact of the matter is, we can be in danger of generalizing things because it's set to music. And so you don't want it just to be barky. You don't ever generalize. We are complex people. We're complex organisms emotionally. And so you want to bring that into every single thing you're singing. Yeah. And so that just gave it so much more dimension to me. And it made me want to know what else does he have to say?
Yeah.
Right. Let's persist. I have it as marked as 38 seconds in, or yeah.
Okay. Ma se pagasse la vecchia pretendente.
And in the butt, I'm going to stop you again. This is a question, right? You have it. Listen to let what you're hearing inform you. Young, gung, right?
Yeah.
Ma se pagasse. Let me. It's you're seething, you're barking, you're scheming. It needs to all be worked into this, and that to me. And look, none of this. These are suggestions. These are options. You'll be making different choices throughout your career based on what your circumstances is. The director wants, the conductor wants, but I want you to exercise the ability to consider different options. So I'm asking you to consider this one, which is sort of bring the question into it a bit more. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Beep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Beep. Ma se pagasse la vecchia pretendente, pagarla in qual maniera? E poi Antonio, che all'incognito Figaro ricusa di dare a una nipote in matrimonio.
Okay, right there. Very good. Now, I just want you to just differentiate between the thing that's just really has your goat is the Ai già vinta la causa.
Right.
That thing. These are details. These are they not? They're not as these are okay. E poi Antonio, you're trying to work it out. You're working.
Right. Yeah.
I need to see. It's sort of. I want to see a different physical stance. I want to see a different sort of. It's sort of one of these.
Yeah.
Okay. Now if I can we're gonna get that. Yeah, and then. So it differentiates. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
So it's at 53 on your counter. So bring it back a little bit in terms of some of your intention of indignance and anger and whatever. Bring it back so that we can be regularly awakened by your
Okay. Yeah.
For lack of a better word.
Yeah. So 53.
Yeah.
E poi Antonio, che all'incognito Figaro ricusa di dare una nipote in matrimonio. Coltivando l'orgoglio di questo mentecatto. Tutto giovan raggiro.
gonna stop right there. That was much better. That was much better on that phrase. Everything has it. Tutto giova un raggiro. Why are you so angry there? Aren't you sort of being self-rewarding for your being, right? It's sort of just like, everything has its uses. It's sort of, which is a bit one note, I think. There needs to be.
Yeah.
Tutto giova un raggiro.
Yeah.
So change it up, change it up.
Right.
You're obviously, look, you're very stage savvy. I can see that even on a two-dimensional computer screen. But what I'm going to encourage you to do with those gifts is be really specific about all of your choices, gesticulation, your vocal color, your focus. You know, when we went that phrase before where I said, about Antonio sort of chucks it off. I don't think you need. There's this habit, people keeping everything here. I think you can let us lean into you and figure out what you're thinking. You can, the whole bit about Antonio and the money. So change it up for us. Change it up. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we can go on. I think you get what I mean. But you know what? Take it at 120 because I want you to do Tutto giova un raggiro without biting my head off.
Right. But, yeah. Okay. All right. Tutto giova un raggiro. Il colpo è fatto.
Good. Stop right there. We're not going to go back. I just want to say this. Focus. You know what I mean by focus? Don't cover too many focal points in a thought, in a sentence, in a phrase. You know what I mean? Tutto giova. Saw this. Tutto giova un raggiro. You were less. You didn't scare me.
Yeah.
But what I really like is tutto giova un raggiro. Stay with that focus and deliver it. I want a full focus on that interpretive idea. Okay, we don't need to go back, but having said that, now I want you to do everything I just said like that with a stiller focus, with more of a singular focus and not so many within a phrase as we proceed.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Excellent.
So we starting at 137.
That looks like right.
Perfect. Vedrò mentr'io sospiro, felice un servo mio. E un ben che in van desio, ei posseder dovrà, vedrò per man d'amore, nita un figlio oggetto, chi ne destò un affetto, che per me poi non ha, che per me poi non ha. Vedrò mentre io sospiro, felice un servo.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Very much better. Did you have a feeling when you're doing that? When making less choices, does it have a sensation for you? You could say no. Can you tell the difference as the person who's imparting that focus?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Because I feel like the first time around, I was like thinking very much introspective. And when I choose either a slower focus or just a singular focus, I feel definitely more grounded. I feel like I'm distracted less. I'm more capable of being the count rather than like
Skyler
on a screen and people are watching.
The thing that the cross-pollination and the multi-benefit that it has is it engages your support in a different way. It engages your legato in a more singular way, which is important. And the other one is I mean, this is a little harsh, but the truth of the other one is I'm just sort of plastering on these ideas, these thoughts, these emotions, as opposed to intrinsically just eating them up and bringing them out from. And so when you keep that singular focus, then you can change it. But give me, let it land, follow through it, which you would do. So I'm affirming that. Just small, stupid vocal Italian thing. Vedro. Vedro, vedro, vedro. Remember, there is a rhythm in the language that is in addition to the rhythm of the music. So you're clipping vedro, vedro, mentre io sospiro, felice un servo mio, vedro. And it just helps emphasize what your state of mind as the count, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we take it at 229, which is the second vedro che un ben che io desio. How are we on?
Zio ei posseder dovrà, vedrò per man d'amore, unita un vile oggetto, in me desta un affetto, che per me poi non ha, che per me poi non ha.
Great. Much better. Well, have you been asked, or why, may I ask, after e posseder dovrà, then Pedro per mandamo? Why is it almost slightly like not staccato but separated? Just tell me.
I think I am more in that previous point. I think where it does.
Okay, yeah.
So I think I was just
Fair enough. So I think there would be more bang for your buck for vedrò per mandamore. Remember, sing through those voice cuts. Vedrò per mandamore, unita un vile oggetto, which you do, che un me desta un affetto. When you say che per me poi non ha, that's so pathetic. She doesn't like me. I'm a count. Yeah, exactly. So you need to. I'm not suggesting you take that interpretation, but I think there needs to be this veneer facade of strength where it's just like a little bit of that in there. Do you know what I mean? So, but it sort of just seemed one note again. So let's take it right there at 210, where you say, "Chi un me desta un affetto." Yeah.
In me desta un affetto che per me poi non ha, che per me poi non ha. Vedrò mentre io sospiro, felice un servo mio. Vedrò che ben ch'io desio, ei posseder dovrà. Vedrò per man d'amore.
It's separated this time. This time it is separated. Vedrò per man. So again, I don't know if you heard some of the brief work with Lindsey. When you have these rests there, make something of it. Why is it now instead of vedrò per man d'amore, which you're saying, but you're just mixing them up. But it's vedrò per man d'amore, vedrò per man. Why are those rests there? You have too much going on to not infuse them with some meaning and not just do some correct music making.
Right.
Can you just take that phrase a cappella? You can just do it a cappella real quick.
Vedrò per man d'amore, un vile oggetto, in me desta un affetto, che per me poi non ha, che per me poi non ha.
Good. Much better. It's much better. It just has more, it's not just accurate, but it has just more character. It has more meaning, and in doing so, and insisting on the differentiating meaning in these phrases, you have the opportunity as the artist to personalize it, and then we get your count,
right?
Not just an incredibly well sung, in this count, and get your count. So that's, we're going to continue on. I just want to caution you on oggetto, and yes, thank you for the double T, but you actually gave me more like 4 of them. So don't shortchange. We don't need to do it again. Don't shortchange the vowel of that. Oggetto. Yeah. Make sure you,
Yeah.
well, at 2:53, we can Pedro, although now you know what I'm going to say. All those, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 Pedro. They all have to mean something different. And and the fun part is you as the artist get to choose what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. 2:53. Vedrò, quando lasciarti in pace, non vo questo contento. Tu non nascesti audace, per dare a me tormento, e forse ancor per ridere di mia infelicità. Già la speranza sola delle vendette mie quest'anima consola, e giubilar mi fa, mi fa. Ah, che lasciarti in pace non vo questo contento. Tu non nascesti audace per dare a me tormento, e forse ancor per ridere di mia infelicità. Già la speranza sola delle vendette mie quest'anima consola, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa.
Okay, excellent. We're going to have to stop in a second, but let me just, much better. You started getting really peppery again with your focus, giving me too many per phrase. And also to my eye, that means to me, oh, he's distracted with the act of singing instead of committed to the act of saying through the singing. Just something for you to ponder. E jubilarmi. You even went like this. It goes up there. E jubilarmi fa. So big, beautiful ah vowel, and just let your support take it there. You don't get to go for the ride. Can we just, without the, just do that?
Jubilar me fa, jubilar mi fa.
One more time, and just don't beat the crap out of it.
Okay.
It already is punctuated because of the nature of how it's written.
Right.
Right. So if you like, okay. So
Yeah. Okay.
oh, good. It's a sensation that I hear as feedback, and that I find is that it's almost like, wow, okay, it got up there, fantastic. But as soon as you go like there, okay.
Right. Yeah.
Bring it home, Skyler.
Jubilar mi fa, jubilar mi fa.
Well, you follow orders very well. That was great. That's great. So do you know what I mean? Just keep invested, slow it down, decide what you have to say, and trust and let it land.
Yeah.
Great work. I'll look forward to seeing you again. I believe I see you next week or something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Well done. Really well done. All right. And I'm not sure who we have next. Now it's either Terence or it is back to Lindsey. It's back to Lindsey. Okay. Is it echoing or is it good?
No, I had to restart my computer. It was a really weird glitch. Like I didn't have anything open, but I could still hear you guys.
Yeah. Oh, Oh,
Like,
that's
I turned
no,
every
that's just
instrument.
that's just creepy. That's just
Yeah.
creepy. Okay, so we're going to continue with our work, okay? Since you already sang it. So, like I said, when you're taking that air, and this shouldn't feel like oh gosh, I better do that right. We get enough of that. We have enough of that. Close that O, double that T, diddle it, hold that longer, all that sort of instruction, which is necessary. But what I want it to feel is freeing. So I want you to take ownership over that idea of taking in the air and creating that, the beautiful universe that only you can create from you. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's worth revisiting, and then we'll continue on. Or maybe we'll skip the introduction in the interest of time and just caro no me che il mio. And I don't want you to hyperventilate. Caro no me. Okay, but I want to have that it's sort of like an uplift. Maybe I think you understand what I mean about creating the universe. So we're going to skip that part and we'll go to caro no me, and you have it, I think, at 108 in your accompaniment. Beautiful. What I love about what I'm seeing is all that excitement. For my taste, this is too slow. That's not an allegro moderato to my taste. So I think it's creating that a little trickier. So it almost be, can you hear Beth play? So take it a hair faster. Let's see if this will work. I don't know if there'll be too much latency. Okay, here's latency, no problem. So I want to just look at this a cappella then in the interest of that, because I feel like if it's too slow, then how would I get a caro no me che, that's a little, a little hard to sustain. So just make it a hair faster a cappella, caro no me. Okay. And just literally these like little pearls, little jewels, these syllables. You can't possibly. So I don't want to just see it in your demeanor, which I do. I want to hear it in how you apply your voice. Yeah. So let's just sing that right there. So can you appreciate the difference from your perspective?
Yes, it is so much easier and more exciting. Like within, it's easier to be excited and like feel the palpitation.
Yes. What it does on a technical level, on a vocal level, it engages and releases your breath. It releases your breath. And what I'm doing, looking like a weirdo over here on the side of the screen, is sort of you're lifting that up like that instead of before caro no me. It's me da, and that just keeps it so fresh and alive. That's just inevitably in almost every single case. It makes it easier. It makes it easier because it's the intention of the composer of that feeling, that vocalism, that musical style. It all sort of collides together, and I love this, cross-pollinates and helps. And then not suddenly you're, yeah. Do you want to continue on from there with your accompaniment?
Sure.
I think it's at 139 or somewhere about where we stopped. very good. You know, I mean, you're in possession of so much charm, Lindsey, so much charm, and that'll carry you to the very end balcony of the largest house. So make no mistake. Sing. What I would like, I feel like you're singing right on the beat, and just for these purposes, sing just a little bit ahead of it. Just, you know, like you're pulling the orchestra along, essentially, you know, in what you're doing. Just sing just not, you know, ridiculously ahead, but just not right on it or laying back a little, okay? Col pensier il mio desir. What it was, you know, those accents. Col pensier il mio. Is it just like ooh, what is it?
It's like a little shiver.
Physical sensation. Te sempre volerai. Give me that accent. It's sort of like, it's so amazing, and this feeling and this experience. It's just like, you don't know what's gonna slip out. You know, it's sort of that, emotionally speaking. You don't know what to bring that to us in that. Yeah. Is it called? Where's a good place to start from your?
Il mio. Il mio.
Yeah, col pensier il mio. It's sort of somewhere around 139-ish, maybe a tiny bit.
Col pensier il mio desiderate sempre
Very good. I want to look at one thing. Well, that was very, very charming. I don't know if you could hear me, those trills. You could just consider them little tickles, emotional tickles, right? Mai fin l'ultimo sospiro. So when you went up to the, you were on the F sharp going to the G sharp with the crescendo, decrescendo. It was beautiful, but you did abandon your interpretation and became a soprano and a singer, and you committed singing in the first degree. So this. Te sempre volerai. Something, you know, anything. But I don't want it to be like, oh, here's my F sharp, and wait, here comes the G sharp. You know, I don't want to sense that. And my mind literally does go to that when I hear someone distracted by the singing of it. Does that make sense to you, Lindsey?
Yes, it does. Especially with this, I'm like, let me be with the, I think with this in particular, it's like, I'm waiting to like be with the accompaniment too. But I just need
It's just not a reality of what it's like to have a live person accompanying you, or whether with a conductor in the orchestra or whether an accompanist. It just wouldn't be that. They would be right there with you, and that is perhaps, you know, the challenge of this kind of platform and form, but we're all muddling through. So can you just take a cappella? Beautiful. Wonderful. See, what you do is you invite us into your world, and we just get to see, oh, now she feels this way. It's so engaging. So before we persist again at 218, where your accompaniment is this, I'm going to say this, col pensier il mio desir, you know, those typical Verdian with a portamento over it. But also I want it to be almost, explosion is a little bit too eruptive. Col pensiero, why isn't it col it's col pensiero il mio desir. It's you can hardly contain yourself, right? In a variety of ways. And that's what this piece does. It just vacillates between all that. So let's pick it up at 218 and beautiful, but I'm going to stop you. So I don't know if this is because it's a pre-recorded accompaniment waiting for that itis, or if it's but da da dum pa dum da. So I saw this. Col pensieri to I'm exaggerating, but da da da. It's just like, okay, I'm finished talking about this. I'm finishing. I got to say it again. It's gotta, it's yeah. It's like Kristen Wiig in that Saturday Night Live skit. Sorry. Oh my God. So dum da dum da dum. So can we take it there again with that in mind? So as soon as that happens, it's just remember, it's your space. It's you, Gilda. It's you, Lindsay. It's your space. Hog it all. It's all yours. Okay. It's not like your turn, your turn. Okay. Right. Same spot. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love that. I love that the way you did it. I would keep it very straight, though. We don't have to go back to that moment. Ate sempre vola. I'm sorry. Ate sempre vole. I get yabodum. Remember, one singular phrase gesture. Don't break it into something. Don't destroy. Ate sempre vole. Right? We don't need to go back to do that, but e fin l'ultimo mio sospiro. Remember, don't go up there. Don't go up there with it. Surprise yourself with it, right? Right? Let's do, can we just do a cappella? Yeah. Is that a mean place to start?
No, I can do it.
Good. Okay. By the way, that earlier spot where you were running out of breath, did you notice you didn't this last time? That col pensiero il mio. There was a moment earlier you didn't run out of breath when you.
Yes, it was Ate sempre volerà.
Ah, you did, yeah. So, l'ultimo, mio sospiro. And then, oh God, I don't think I can sing that high enough. No, but I don't want. What is it? What is it? Don't slide on the after. It's a C natural, yeah. Don't slide too fast through the ones after. You sort of. It sounds apologetic. Make it cascadey if you're going to have movement in it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
No, the eight. Yeah, caro. So you're still rushing through it. Is that a breath thing? Is it a musical coaching suggestion? Sure.
I think I just need to do it a little more though. I think I can do it.
I think so when you do no me really, you have to do it quickly, but release and take in the air. Release the air and then take it in. So if you do then you're sort of stacked and you don't have that chance. Right? And what is the advice I give if you're running out of air? Don't use any. It's a remarkable, because we want it to just sparkle. Okay.
On the A?
Yes, please. How did that feel?
I breathed.
I don't care.
I think I did.
You did breathe. I don't care that you. I personally, musically, stylistically, linguistically, I don't care that you breathe. Breathe with intention. Maria Callas breathed with intention, and Amami Alfredo and breathed in the middle of a word, and I was just like, yeah, like the audience was going crazy. Yeah, exactly. Not that I was there, but you know what I mean. Just no false information. Let's. How long do I have? 1 minute. Oh, let's just carry on with all this in mind. Remember, remember, just make that charming and lovely and not a vocal moment. Ready? So that's like, I think it's at 3. Good. No, good. You're going to take a much, we're going to have to stop, but you're going to take a much better before that breath and serve it up. What do you say? Sa. Is that what you say? And so instead of sa, take that breath. Sa, and throw me for a bazillion ah vowels. And by the way, when you do all that stuff, at one point you were like this. Then I just was going like, as I was doing and it just changed. It just was so beautiful. It had that little bit of sparkle in it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Beautiful, Lindsey. Wonderful. I'm glad we got back to you.
Thank you for having me.
At any time, and I'll see you next week, I think, or the week
Yeah,
after.
see you next week.
Good, looking forward. All right, well done, well done. Excellent. So our final victim is Terrence here. Hey,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm doing well. Okay, so should I just go?
You should say who you are and what you're singing.
Yes, exactly.
No.
Hello, everyone. My name is Terrence Chin-Loy. I'm coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona, and I'll be singing Para mi vedere le lagrime from Rigoletto. E non mi fu la vita, e quando c'è nelle brevi istanti, prima che il mio presagio interno sull'anima versa ancora mi stringesse. Si usa l'uscio e la magion deserta, e dove ora sarà quel angelo d'oro? Colei che prima in questo cuore destar la fiamma di costanti affetti. Colei si volgo salvo, quasi stinto a virtù, allor mi credo. E la mi fu la vita, e chi l'ardita, ma ne avrò vendetta. La chiede il pianto,
Wonderful. Really. I mean, this is such a demanding aria and you handle it so well. So let's, what do your neighbors think of you? That's what I want.
I've been lucky to have nice neighbors.
They like the odd tenor aria.
Yes.
That's good to know. So, I'm going to just throw a bunch of information at you that in feedback. So, ella mi fu rapita. You're again a lot of indignant people today.
Yeah.
But also, what's interesting about this piece, Duke isn't of the highest character, is he? He's a bit of a not a nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
words that I wanted to say, but this is there's a little bit of complexity here. We get a little view into him, don't we? He's actually
this art is very different. Yeah.
It's very different. It's not like questo quella where you're just, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You literally say the translation, I feel myself impelled towards virtue. When you say quasi spinto a virtù talor mi credo. I mean, I think that needs a little introspection somehow, in the way you deliver it. I'd like to just go back to the beginning if we could.
Absolutely.
And you sing it so wonderfully, Terence. And but what I don't want to do is feel like I'm watching someone sing it. I know you've heard me. You know how to do it. We've just know how to do it. And I think some of just leaning into the interpretive aspect of it will be very helpful because there are a couple moments that are just a teeny bit tight.
Yes.
Yeah, understandably, for heaven's sake. But they're just a little bit tight. And so I think if you infuse your intention, I think it'll invigorate your support in a way to, instead of just telling you don't be tight there or don't do that, let's give you So does it make sense to do this beginning thing with the accompaniment or a cappella?
With the accompaniment, and then we can stop and start, and we'll see if we need the accompaniment for little things or whatever. Does that make sense to you?
It does make sense to me.
Okay.
Let's just begin right away.
Okay. Prima che il mio pesaggio interno ancora mi spingesse.
Great. I think I appreciate the energy with your bringing, but I feel like you're rushing through it a bit.
Okay.
So ella mi fu, I hear ella mi fu rapita. Ella mi fu rapita. Give me the full contingency of those vowels. It'll free.
Okay.
Instead of ella mi fu, and be careful of, this is usually, I call this the baritone claw. With hand gesture. So were you once a baritone or something?
No.
So let's not. So I'm fine with any gesture provided it means something. But to just do this is like, I'm gonna sing now, and I'd rather it be invested.
Yeah.
Try to know if you could. And it's just ella mi fu rapita, right?
Yeah.
Just a cappella, just that first line.
Yeah. Ella mi fu rapita. One second. Yes.
No, sorry. Ella mi fu. I'm hearing rapita. Rapi. The full ah. I know it's a 16th, but give us a full ah on that 16th.
Okay.
Right, because otherwise it's sort of just sound forward, sound first, word second, and I want word first, sound.
Yes.
Right after, right? Ella mi fu rapita, right?
Ella mi fu rapita, e quando c'è nebre distanti, prima che il mio pesaggio interno sull'arma d'arsa ancora mi spingesse.
Great, much better. It freed the ra freed your e of rapita. You must have felt it.
I did, definitely.
I felt it too. Sull'orma corsa. What is the sull'orma cor? I feel like you're going sull'orma cor. Sull'ormaco, allow this to don't lock down. A better O. That was better. Corsa. Good. Very good. Do you know what I meant with the corsa and just release?
Absolutely, yes.
It's like it's a little pucker. And
Yes.
there's more of a release in here. I'm not saying make space. I'm not saying open. I'm saying allow.
Yes.
That vowel. So it'll free things. It keeps reinvigorating. Corsa, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We don't, dove sarà quell'angelo caro, colei che, we hear this tune, just lean into that legato, colei che prima volta, so te in questo, Bergonzi does that.
Oh, yes, he does.
So well, because it's staccato and it's not totally legato, but it's so punctuated. Colei che prima pote in questo cuore. So to differentiate that a bit more. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Great. Beautiful. So the way you realize those in reality, to my ear, technically, pragmatically, is through the consonants in the text. You just give an extra little bit of emphasis. In questo would be totally legato.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, de starle fiamma di costanti affetti, right?
Yes.
So just differentiate it. Can you stand to do it one more time? Is this working with Beth playing in the background?
It actually is. It, like, even if I don't line up correctly, it keeps me in the key. So it's
fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Right there. Very good. Very good. Just keep playing with that, how to differentiate that, and how to sculpt that. And
Yes.
so quasi spinto. So that is just begging you to pop off your voice. And quasi spinto.
Yeah.
So look at what you're saying though, that you feel impelled towards virtue.
Yes.
You're saying. So isn't that funny? You have the all this legato stuff, and then suddenly you have all this broken. It's
Yes.
She got in.
Yeah. She broke my usual pattern of
Your pattern, but
yes.
We don't, it doesn't succeed in the end.
Of
But
course, yes.
There's a crack in this character, and so this is just a suggestion, but it's just that you can use that rhythmic delineation to express that the sort of the breaking away of the veneer, the facade that is this person.
Yes.
So don't apologize for it, or don't pop up. Don't go quasi spinto a virtù, quasi spinto a virtù. Right there. Can you just do that?
quasi stinco a virtù, taglior mi creo. Ella mi fu rapita, e chi l'ardiva? Ma ne avrò vendetta. Oh, che
Very good, very good, very good. Let me just say this to you. What is it? D flat. Say that vowel over, and Terrence, let it go there. You are not invited for the ride.
Right. It's not it's
No, it's not dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Yeah.
It's dee-dee-dee-dee, but you're down here doing all the work to make sure that the dee-dee-dee-dee-dee can happen.
yes. Yes.
Your support is good. And so, and how you do that, you just be really insistent on, you just keep saying that vowel and invigorating that support to do it. Can we just do that? That was definitely better, Terrence, and I think we can keep playing with that so that you don't go up with it, so that there's no tie. Let's let's continue. Do you want to do it with your recording, which I
Sure.
have written at 2 minutes 15 seconds. No, sorry, I was just giving you visual suggestions to encourage. Beautiful, pardon me. What I mean, you tenors get away with everything. So I'm going to just say that as a bitter soprano. So, but you go, ha, what are you? You're doing a thing before it.
I am. I'm trying to make sure I'm not just going, and that I have my air moving.
So it's a pardon me. I think. Okay, we don't need to belabor it. So
Yes.
come on, someone has said that to you before.
Yes. Some people care about it more than others, but yes.
Exactly. In some ways, through performance practice, it's not unusual. But I want you to have the tools to be able to accommodate every kind of scenario possible that you're in front. Let's carry on. Beautiful, beautiful. Where did we leave off?
It was just del subito periglio.
Yeah.
But it'd be easiest to start at the bottom again.
It would, or we can just do it a cappella.
I just do it with the piano, exactly. Yeah.
So del subito. Can I ask you a little bit about your, and look, you have your teacher and you have your instructor and everything, and I don't want to interrupt the semantics and how you go about the vowel. Meh, it's a little Larry. Meh. It's a little, I'm gonna sneeze.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I think I'm trying to find like my pillars, and I think it gets like a little stuck. If that makes sense to you.
Yes, it most definitely makes sense to me. So find your
Yeah.
pillow, but don't go up there and hold it at gunpoint.
Okay.
Let it just go there. You know that you're going to try. So just isolate that for us.
Okay.
There's a good. Where did I hear it? Where is it? There it is. Del nostro, isn't that where we're? Yeah.
Okay.
So to my ear, it sounded, I mean, your voice is so resonant and you're not in a huge hall. So you're saturating the mic just a tiny bit, but to my ear, it sounded a lot more released and free.
It definitely felt that way too. I think I sometimes try to like make it happen, and that was just like, as you just said, finding it and just letting it.
You've done the work. You've done the studying. Don't give up on the fun. I'm afraid we're so late.
Of course.
This is great. We can look at it more when we next.
Yes.
Really beautiful work. I'm very excited for our work ahead, and
Likewise.
soon. I'm going to say thank you to you and Lindsey and Skyler for your beautiful singing today. And I hope we've basically reached the end of the masterclass. Thank you to you all for accommodating our technical glitches. I'm sure you've seen it happen in these past 10 months. I want to also announce, let's see, the next 3 masterclasses in this series will be, the next one will be February 26th, featuring my wonderful friend and colleague, Nova Thomas, who's both an internationally acclaimed soprano and a professor of voice at Rice University. The future master classes also include opera stars William Burden on March 18th and Isabel Leonard on April 16th. So I do hope you'll join in with that. And there'll be different singers for each of them. So you'll get more of an idea of our crew, our group this time. For any more information that you need on this, visit us online at experienceopera.org/masterclasses. And with that, I want to also, by the way, thank Anle, Madeline Mentor, my colleagues at OTSL that helped facilitate and make this all happen. And certainly last but not least, my wife, Beth Clayton, who is here at the piano helping us find our pitches and make our way through. So I thank you. I'll look forward to seeing you all in the subsequent master classes. In the meanwhile, stay safe and keep joining us. Bye.